Hey guys, what's going on? That's a boring backdrop, but that's all we got today. Where are we? We are live. There are 7 of you. Hello all 7, the mighty 7. 3 thumbs up already. Man, look at this. I look like Grizzly Adams or something, don't I, man? I look so rough. I'm just gonna wait a minute or two here. Not even a minute. Just wait just a second for some people to show up, so I can explain to you guys why I look this way and what has happened in this past week. And something just to give you a tip on if you never wanted to, more than you've ever wanted to know about dengue fever, coming right up. Hey everybody, thank you for showing up. Hey everybody, 9 thumbs up, 105 of you. What? Hey everybody, wish you all well. Oh my God. They're going by so fast I can't read all of these hellos, but hello to every one of you. Hello, hello, hello. And what is that? A beetle. There's a beetle in my house. I don't like cockroaches and I don't like beetles in the house. All right, guys. Welcome, 20 seconds in Thailand, Thailand Rob, and a not so perky week. What has happened was exactly a week ago, I put my last video on, and that was the Happy New Year video. I edited it, I finished it that Friday, and I uploaded it, and I felt really tired, and I couldn't figure out why. But anyway, I kind of just finished the video, went home, and decided to just chill out. And when I got home, I wasn't even hungry for food. I just said, man, I'm just tired. I'm just gonna go to bed. Well, all right. So I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday with the worst, highest fever that I have had that I can remember. And like forever, it's been that long since I had that. So I was diagnosed this week with dengue fever. And this is the 2nd time in my life I've had dengue fever. This one is the first time that I've been confirmed with a blood test. The first one, I didn't get the blood test. So I just wanted to explain to you the symptoms of dengue fever real quick, things you should be worried about, things you shouldn't be so worried about, but just some signs, because if you guys come to Thailand, there's a small chance you might get dengue fever. So keep this in mind. I want to put some thoughts in your head as if you're feeling this way, what's going on and what you should do about it. The first thing that'll happen is the first week after you're bit by the mosquito. The mosquito is a female mosquito. Even though the mosquito only lives 42 days, this mosquito will have the dengue fever in it and can spread it as much as it wants to. That doesn't mean that a new mosquito can bite a person and then jump over to you and give it to you. It doesn't work like that. It has to infect the mosquito has to get infected. But anyway, once you are bitten by that mosquito, you got about 7 days until you start to feel the pain. The first thing that's going to happen when you get this is you're going to have this huge fever, headache, tension in your shoulders. The headache is going to be so severe, it's just going to be mind-numbing. Pain. The first thing I did, which is the wrong thing to do not take ibuprofen, do not take aspirin. I took ibuprofen because I didn't know I had dengue fever. Don't take any blood thinners, because I will go into details in a minute of why you don't ever want to take blood thinners on dengue fever, because dengue fever is a blood virus. It's a blood disorder. It kills your it goes for your blood veins, it goes for your plasma, and it goes for your bone marrow. So you don't want to mess with any blood thinners when you get dengue fever. So I woke up that morning and I had this big headache and sweats and I was just chilling and freezing and cold. And so I took ibuprofen because I just thought I just had I thought I had a flu. I thought I just had a flu. 2 days went by like this. And just to let you know, 1 week has went by that I haven't left my house except to go to the doctor just yesterday, where I finally was like confirmed with dengue, because I just thought it was the flu that was going to go away, and it didn't. And to be completely honest with you, I'm very, very fortunate. I'm still not out of the woods. I'm very fortunate though that I did go get checked, because again, I'll go into the details of what it does to your blood. It's very, very dangerous. Yes, I'm going to say most all people live from getting dengue fever, but there are deaths. Yes, there are deaths. People die from getting dengue fever. So don't take it lightly like I did and take ibuprofen when you got dengue fever, because you ended up helping you kill yourself. And so you don't want to do that. So I woke up that morning, and for 2 days I went through all this pain and fever and fever and pain, and then it sort of broke. Now, what you don't know and what I didn't know is that the dengue fever will break and then it might come back a day or two later. But anyway, it broke and I felt a little bit better. But all I did was lay in my bed in the house, sleeping approximately 21 hours a day, just sleeping. Not enough energy to even watch Netflix. I didn't have enough energy to watch a show sitting in my kitchen, just watching. There was no energy. So go back to bed, wake up, drink I drank more Gatorade than I've ever, anyway. And that's actually good for you. Drinking Gatorade, any kind of electrolytes is good for you with dengue fever. Eating, okay, sorry, anyway. There's so much to go on about. Let me tell you what dengue fever does. When you first get the fever, it's going to be about a 40 degree or 104 degree temperature. It's severe. It's very hard hitting. It breaks you down. I mean, it's tough. And then, so you think, okay, well, I've got the flu and that's what's going on and I'll get over this. It's like just having a bad flu. But that's not the dangerous part of dengue fever. The dangerous part of dengue fever is when the fever breaks. I know it sounds opposite. You start to feel a little bit better. You still have this headache, but you don't have the fever as much anymore. Okay, so you're getting better, right? No. Dengue fever attacks and starts to destroy your, starts to mess up your bone marrow so you cannot produce new blood. That's a bad thing. If you're not producing new blood, then your blood cells cycle about once every 7 days, so you're not getting new platelets. Platelets are what? Yes, clot. So you need your clotting so that if you got cut somewhere and you wouldn't bleed out. Now we all know about this. You need your red blood cells so that you clot. Well, dengue doesn't work just that way. No, it's better than that. It attacks your blood vessels. So then after a couple of days of the fever going down, your blood veins start to leak plasma into your body, which means you're not getting blood and plasma to your organs like you're supposed to. And you're not creating new plasma and blood because your marrow has been corrupted. So that's a twofold win there. So so you don't realize that you're bleeding internally or you're leaking plasma internally, and then, then you start to get low blood pressure. You don't know you're getting low blood pressure, But you are, because your blood is leaking into your body and not in your veins anymore. So you're getting low blood pressure. So you get more tired and more tired. So what do? You go to bed and you lay down and you rest and you rest and you lay down. I have never experienced, this is the second time I've had dengue, but this is the first time I've ever experienced the loss of energy that I've had like this one. And I will explain why. There are 4 strains of dengue fever. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought there was 3, but no, there's 1 plus 3, 4. There's 4 strains of dengue fever. In most cases of viruses, once you've had a virus, you build up an immune system to it. That doesn't work with dengue. So what happens is, the first time I had dengue fever, I was still going out and meeting people and having beers, and I had these red splotches all over me, and I thought, I know, it's like, I don't feel bad, but I just didn't feel good. And then I realized later on, okay, well, we had dengue fever. Now, this was part 2. What happens is, in part 3 and 4, it gets worse. The damage that dengue fever does to you does not build your immune system. There is no cure for dengue fever. There is no medicine for dengue fever. There is no treatment for dengue fever to go and take a pill or go to the hospital and do that. No. What ends up happening is your blood count, your platelet count, it's going to start to go down. And when it gets below 100,000 per count of your platelets, they're going to tell you to go to the hospital. Where I'm at right now, I'm borderline right now where I'm supposed to be going to the hospital. The reason I'm supposed to be going to the hospital is just to be monitored in case I just don't make it and wake up one day. And no, I don't mean that to sound extremely scary, but you're bleeding inside of yourself. You're leaking plasma inside of your own body, and you don't feel it. You can't tell until it starts to go back in, and then you start to get itchy, which luckily I have. I've gotten, the feeling of it turning around and going back. All the books will tell you that you can get over dengue fever in 7 days. Yeah, the fever and the whole pattern happens within 7 days, but not the complications that come from it if you go into the downside of your platelets and your blood count going so low that you can't even stop yourself from internal bleeding. So I've had a really, really, really rough week. I've been really, really tired. I'm smiling now because I'm on the upside. I'm right there. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I just want to give you guys some really quick pointers. If you're ever here, it's so simple. The blood test, I went, it took me 10 minutes to get the appointment, 5 minutes for them to take the blood, and 15 minutes for them to come back and go, dengue, done. And again, there's nothing that they can do for it. There's nothing they can give you pill-wise or medicine-wise to take care of you. They just want to make sure that if your blood levels go too low, that you're in the hospital, just because in the hospital, they can make sure that you don't go way too low and die. It's really that simple. They just can make sure that you're not going to die. You don't want to sit in your own bedroom sleeping for the next 4 days, and then one day you just don't wake up because you were too tired to wake up. And this can be either with children or older people or people with blood disorders to start with, which I don't have any. I've had dengue fever before, so that doesn't help me. But is there a vaccine? There is a vaccine. It's not recommended to get the vaccine unless you've had dengue fever before. So at this point, when I go back to the States, I don't know, I haven't looked into the vaccine yet, but now that I've had 2 cases of it, and I know that it's progressively going to get worse if I get it again, I will look into it. The only problem that, if I read correctly, the vaccine takes 12 months to administer. I think it's a series of 3 shots that takes a year. That's not easy. It's not convenient. If it's over here in Thailand, I'll consider it. And I'll get back to you on that. I don't know about that, but it's not recommended for people who have never had dengue fever. So don't think that you need to go and get a vaccine for dengue fever before you come to Thailand. That's not the case. And out of all the people that I've met over here in Thailand, so far only one person's ever told me that they've actually had it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a special case that those little damn mosquitoes just love to attach themselves to me and hang out for a fucking day. And those damn mosquitoes, I'm so pissed off. Those female mosquitoes that carry it, they only last 42 days, but that's long enough for them to affect hundreds of millions of people a freaking year. But at least I'm spunky enough to have a little attitude tonight. I haven't shaved since I first felt bad. I need to do that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be better. I got a little bit of red still going on. I'm still dehydrated a little bit. I couldn't get my hydration up as much as I tried. Gatorade and water every day. It's just been a pain trying to keep myself hydrated. And that's it. I just wanted to. I think I gave you all the news. If you wake up, or if you have a day and you wake up and you're very stiff. Oh yeah, stiff shoulders and neck, spine aching. You can only lay on one side for a couple of minutes in bed. It's so sore and painful that you have to turn over. Your joints ache. Every joint in your body aches. There's pain, such pain behind your eyes. Headache is severe. Fever is severe. Bleeding from the nose and the gums. So if you blow your nose and you see some random blood all of a sudden that's not normal for you, or you brush your teeth and you see it to start to bleed, then fever, bleeding from the nose, bleeding from the gums, warning. This is a highly good chance that you got dengue fever going on. So get to the doctors and make sure you just get it diagnosed. Because once you're diagnosed, it's up to you to get yourself to the hospital just to monitor yourself and everything. Because there's nothing they can send home with you to protect you from it. And that's pretty much it. I hope that helps everybody. I just want to let you know that it's been a long week that I haven't been out doing anything because I haven't left the house. And why is the video said it might not be appropriate? What? What was that? Why does the video say it might not be appropriate? I don't know. I have no idea what that means. But I just wanted to give you guys some warning of what to expect if you get over here and you get to feeling sick and you're not sure what it is. Get to the doctors. They handle it very quick. A blood test over here. I went to the local clinic. The whole procedure for me going in as an outpatient, just walking in off the street, meeting with a doctor, having the blood test and the results and everything done was $72, 72 US dollars. I went back today for my second blood test only, and that was, how much was that? 5, so that would be 10. Yeah, it was just like $18. Yeah, something like $18. It wasn't very expensive at all. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and we will get back to doing some normal videos as soon as I get back into a little bit better shape and feeling good and all that good stuff. If you don't mind, if you could do a thumbs up for me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That helps out the channel a whole lot. And you can leave comments below if you've had dengue fever. Please leave a comment below and let everybody know what experience that you went through. And if there was any tips and advice that you can give on dengue fever. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. And that's going to be all, folks, I guess. Oh, I still hurt. My spine hurts. Don't take aspirin. Remember, don't take any blood thinners if you get dengue fever. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. I'm a little lethargic and exhausted. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. I'm going to get back on my my game as soon as possible. And thank you all. I will talk to you later. And I will see you later. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.